Government Employees Benefits Pool meeting at 10, if we're able to. If not, I'll blame Mama.
21st.
Qualifying as a successor is a pretty easy task.
Yes. I hope.
Okay, we are notarized and stamped, Your Honor. And we'll submit these later this morning.
All right. I've signed the order appointing you as successor independent executrix of the estate. I hope everything goes well. I know Mr. Broussard will do a great job of guiding you through the process, but let us know if there's any way we can help.
Okay, appreciate it.
Y'all have a wonderful week.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good
Thank
day.
you.
Take care. Myra Gregory.
Yeah, we're gonna close out of the meeting room here in just a second.
Kathy. Kathy. Yeah. You can release your video. Good morning.
Good morning, Miss Gregory. Give me one little minute here.
Will do.
All righty. Good morning, Miss Beard. All right, if I can get you to raise your right hand, please. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in this call should be the truth, so help you God?
Yes,
Okay, you are Renee Beard, is that correct?
that's correct.
And are you the daughter of Otto J. Gasper Jr.?
I am.
Are you the only daughter of Otto J. Gasper Jr. named Renee?
I am.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna hold up what purports to be the last will and testament of Otto J. Gasper. Do you recognize that as being his will?
Yes,
And I'm gonna go down to the signature and ask you, do you recognize that as being his signature on that document?
yes.
And after the date he made this will on May 28th of 1992, did he ever revoke it or amend it?
No, no, sir.
Okay, go right ahead, Mrs. Gregory.
Thank you. Your Honor, I will start by saying the reason that our application refers to her as saying my daughter Renee is because that's what was pinned in on the top of it. You know, it did not name her in the will, but it named her then in handwriting on that. It just said my daughter and then Renee. So we just wanted to be clear in our application that we were identifying her as being that same daughter, just as you did on the record by asking that.
Okay, Ms. Gasper, do you, or does your father, did he have any other daughters?
No, I'm the only daughter.
Okay, I don't know what the clerk's gonna say about this, but it may be necessary to come back with a finding in the order that she's his only daughter, just in case there's some objection to the interlineation of her first name, but hopefully they won't give her any problem and this will be sufficient.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Let us know if there's any way we can help with it.
All right, thank you. Ms. Beard, prior to coming to court today, you had an opportunity to read the proof of death and other facts.
Yes,
Correct?
that's correct.
And all of those statements are true and correct to the best of your knowledge.
They are.
Right? And you have before you an oath of the independent executor, and you'll be able to sign that oath that you can fulfill your duties as the executrix of this estate. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. I'll pass this witness. And I have with me Kathy Harden, who was a subscribing witness. Ms.
Okay,
Harden,
Ms. Harden, if you'll raise your right hand, please. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in this call shall be the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Okay, go right ahead.
All right. Ms. Harden, you had an opportunity to read the proof of subscribing witness, and those statements are true and correct.
Yes, ma'am.
You were present at the time that Mr. Gaspard signed the will.
Yes, ma'am.
He signed it in your presence.
Yes, ma'am.
And did you sign it in his presence?
Yes, ma'am.
I have no further questions of this witness. And we sign it.
All right, let me know when everything's notarized, Ms. Gregory.
Okay, I'm gonna do that right now. And you need to sign, did you already sign the proof? Here, this one.
No.
Subscribing witness has been notarized. I better do your proof first. Proof of death has been notarized. The oath has been notarized.
All right, I have signed the order admitting the will to probate and authorizing the county clerk to issue Ms. Beard letters testamentary. Ms. Beard, if you'll make sure that you cooperate with Ms. Gregory in getting her a listing of the assets of your father's estate. She has 90 days from today's date to file an inventory with the court. But she'll be able to get your letters now that I've signed the order. She's e-filed those proofs with the clerk. And those letters are what you're going to use to show your authority to act on behalf of the estate so that you can marshal the assets and distribute them to your mother. So I hope everything goes well. And your mother is still alive, correct?
Correct. She's here with me.
Okay, very good. All right, well, let us know if you need anything. I hope everything goes well.
Bye-bye.
Y'all take care.
You too. Not letting me out.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning. But I can't see you.
All right,
All right.
better?
Be a way to expand your camera view on your iPad for some reason. You might need it. There, that works better. All right, is Mr. Alfred there?
He's on a separate, he's at his house. His email is ovgame@outlook.
OV Game?
That doesn't help me. The boss name.
His name is Freddie Alfred.
I have a Galaxy S, I have a PSH, I have a.
Yeah, Miss Azor is his daughter.
Miss who?
Mrs. Azor is his daughter, and that's probably her email.
Okay. She thinks she has somebody by that identification.
Good.
Oh, just signed off.
Oh, she just signed off of the computer. I'll tell you what, we're going to go to the next hearing and come back to you after the next one so you can call and find out where they are.
Very good. Thank you, Judge.
We'll be right back to you. Okay. Klozowski.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I
can hear some people, but I can't see everybody.
My computer is telling me it cannot start the video.
Okay. Have you pressed enable video?
I did.
Who are the witnesses?
Can you hear me, Your Honor? I'm Tom Ross.
Okay, Mr. Ross, are you the witness on behalf of
No,
Member
No,
Trust?
no, I'm here on behalf of Compass Bank, BBVA USA.
Yeah. Okay, so you're resigning. I see a computer that had the gentleman underneath the name Mary Mullins.
That should be Alfred Mullins, the guardian of the person of Bobby Jean Mullins, the ward.
Okay, do we have a representative of Members Trust Company?
That would be, well, I am the attorney for both Members Trust and Alfred Mullins, Judge. And I keep trying to start my video and it keeps telling me it cannot start video.
Okay, who's going to testify and sign the proof and oath of?
Judge, this is a management trust.
Okay,
One bank is resigning as trustee and another is coming in as successor trustee.
okay, Mr. Ross and Mr. Mullins, if you'll raise your right hands.
Oh, I'm not testifying. I'm just the attorney for the resigning trustee, Your Honor.
We don't actually have any testimony to put on, Judge. These are corporations that are resigning and coming in. I guess we just need the court's approval on the resignation and the establishment of the successor trust.
Do we have any kind of assent from Members Trust? I guess you're representing Members Trust, or you representing BBVA?
Mr. Ross represents BBVA.
Notice of resignation here.
Yes.
Okay, and here's the application.
I represent Members Trust, Judge.
Okay. I guess my problem is that it's not a sworn application that says that Members Trust Company has trust powers in Texas. Are you in a position to represent to the court that Members Trust Company?
Yes, sir, I am. I apologize if that did not get into the application. Yes, it does. It's on number 3, proposed successor trustee. On the 3rd line, it's a corporate fiduciary having trust powers in Texas.
Okay, very good. All righty. All right, so Mr. Ross, BBVA Compass is resigning,
Yes, Your Honor.
and Mr. Mullins,
Yes, sir.
are you I don't have the entire file here. Are you a beneficiary of the trust or just a guardian of the ward?
He's going to the person.
Guardian of the person?
Use another state.
Okay, and do you assent to this transfer of trusteeship to members?
Yes, sir.
All righty.
Your Honor,
Yes.
I'd like one little change in the order, if you don't mind.
Tell me what it is.
It says we're immediately ordered to turn over the assets, and I'd like that changed to turn over the assets as soon as the final account is approved.
I have
Okay,
no
if y'all
objections.
give me an amended order, I'll approve of that.
I will send that.
All right, I'll wait for it in the mail. If you get it to me before noon, I'll get it signed. I have a board meeting at noon, so I'll be leaving about 11:45.
All right. We also have the matter of my attorney's fees, Judge. I have an application for payment of attorney's fees in order.
Okay, I will not, can you get that for me? Pardon me? Okay. Get that motion in order to me. Is it in the, has it been e-filed?
Yes, sir. It was filed on April 12th.
Okay, well, as soon as I sign the appointment, then I'll consider the attorney's fee.
All right.
Did you wish to offer some testimony in connection with your request for attorney's fees?
Judge, with my application, I filed a report of work performed, which would be my invoice, showing that I did about 3.1 hours worth of work. That's the time I'm asking for compensation at the
That's
rate.
fine. As long as it's attached, I'll take care of it. As
All
long
right.
as you've got the invoice attached and I find the hourly fee to be reasonable and necessary, I'll approve it.
Yes, sir. It is attached.
All right. Thank you very much. I hope you all have a great one. Let us know if you need anything else.
Thank you,
Yes,
Judge.
sir. Thank you.
Okay, we're gonna go to Mr. Snyder, or no, we're gonna go back to Mr. Quigley. Do you have somebody? Good morning.
Good morning. Good
Good morning.
All right, Mr. Austin, if I could get you to raise your right hand, please, sir. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in this call shall be the truth, so help you God?
So help you God.
Say yes.
Mr. Austin,
Yes.
I'm gonna hold up what purports to be the last will and testament of Loretta Alfred. Do you recognize that as being her will?
That's right here, her
Yeah.
will.
Yeah.
You have to
Oh.
speak up, Daddy, so he can hear you.
Okay. And Mr. Alfred, is that your wife's signature on that document?
That's it.
Okay. And go right ahead, Mr. Quigley.
Mr. Alfred, I understand you've read your proof of death and other facts. And as far as you know, everything in there is true and correct. Is that right?
That's right.
Very well. That's all we have, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Alfred, you're gonna make arrangements to sign that proof of death and other facts in your oath before a notary public, and then return those documents to Mr. Quigley, and he will e-file those with the county clerk. Once he does that, I'll sign an order admitting the will to probate, appointing you as executor of your wife's estate and authorizing the clerk to issue letters that will give you authority to act on behalf of her estate. So I hope everything goes well, and let us know if there's any way that we can help. I'm so sorry for your loss. You take care of yourself, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.
Good morning, Mr. Snyder.
Good morning, Judge.
Ms. Morgan, if I could get you to raise your right hand, please, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in this call should be the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Okay, Ms. Morgan, I'm gonna hold up what purports to be the last will and testament of Lloyd Milton Morgan. Do you recognize that as being his will?
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna go back to the signature page. Ask you if you recognize that as being his signature on that document.
Yes, sir. That's his.
Okay, and that's the date he made this will on May 25th of 2012. Did he ever revoke it or amend it?
I didn't understand.
Revoke it or amend it? No.
No.
Okay, don't coach the witness, Mr. Snyder.
Well, she didn't hear. I think she didn't hear you, Judge.
I'm real hard of
She
hearing.
didn't hear it. I
Judge
think I was just basically repeating it, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm real hard of hearing.
Okay, go right ahead, Mr. Snyder.
Sure, Judge. Ms. Morgan, we've also put in front of you as proof of death and other facts, and you've had a chance to review it. And is everything with this document true and correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. And you're asking the court to probate the will and issue letters testamentary to you, and you're not disqualified from accepting those letters. Is that correct?
That's correct.
All right. That's all I have, Your Honor.
All righty. Do you have a notary there?
I do, Judge.
Let me know when her proof and her oath are notarized.
Okay. I'm gonna have you sign your full name there, Myrna Faye Morgan.
How are you feeling, Mr. Snyder?
I'm doing good, Judge. I'm still doing some physical therapy, and I might have to have another surgery on my shoulder, but I'm doing good. I mean, we're doing good. Yeah. My shoulder doesn't exactly move the way it's supposed to, so they might try to do another surgery.
Wow.
Yeah. So, but yeah, we're doing good. My little girl's playing soccer and everything, so she's like nothing ever happened to her. You know. So I'm doing good.
Very good.
Okay, we got our proof of death and the oath notarized, Judge.
All right, Mrs. Morgan, I have signed the order admitting Mr. Morgan's will to probate and authorizing the county clerk to issue letters testamentary that'll give you authority to act on behalf of the estate. Please make sure that you cooperate with Mr. Snyder in getting him a listing of your late husband's estate, because he has 90 days to file an inventory with the court. And I hope everything goes well.
Thank you very much.
Great rest of your week, and let us know if you need any help.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
And Mr. Burbank has apparently a husband and wife.
I believe, and it's applicant.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Burbank. I can hear you, but I can't see you.
Well, hold on a minute, because that's probably I was talking to my better half earlier this morning, and she didn't want to see me. Let's see. I say, what did I do? I have no idea what I did. Here we go.
Right. So are you David Jensen?
Yes, sir. Yes, I am.
Did I pronounce it correctly?
Yeah, Janson.
Okay, Mr. Johnson, if you would raise your right hand, please. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in cause numbers 124642, the estate of Emily Johnson, and 124740, the estate of Charles R. Johnson, shall be the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
Okay, I'm gonna hold up what purports to be the last will and testament of, is this your mother, Emily?
Yes, sir.
You recognize that as being her will?
Yes, sir.
And I'm gonna go to the signature page. Ask you to recognize that as being her signature on that document.
That is correct. Yes, sir.
Okay, and after the date she made this will on September 21st of 2009, did she ever revoke it or amend it?
No, she never revoked it or amended it.
Okay, and is this the last will and testament of your father, Charles?
Yes, sir. That's correct.
And is that his signature on that document?
Yes, it is.
And after the date that he made this will on May 6th of 2019, did he ever revoke it or amend it?
No, never revoked it or amended it.
Okay, go right ahead, Mr. Burbank.
Your Honor, may it please the court, as the court has said, Charles Johnson and Emily Johnson was your mom and dad. Is that correct?
That's correct.
The dad died on December 21st of 2020 in Jefferson County. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And mom passed away on May 30th of 2020 in Jefferson County, Texas. Is that correct?
That is also correct.
At the time of their passing, they owned real property and was a resident of Jefferson County at the time of their death. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Now, you have an existence of administration or probate because of the real property during that, correct?
Yes.
And at the time of the will or date after the will, no children were born, adopted with mom or dad. Is that correct?
That is correct.
You are not precluded by law in reference to serving as an executor, is correct?
Correct.
You qualify. And prior to this hearing, you've gone over, or we have gone over the oath as an executor, your rights and duties, the proof of death and other facts that we will present to the court. And they are all true and correct. Is that right?
That is correct.
So you're asking this court to appoint you the executor of both your mom and your dad's estate, correct?
Yes.
And to execute the duties so that we can settle the estate. Correct?
Yes, that's
To
correct.
pass the witness, Judge.
All right, if you'll go ahead and sign his proof in both those cases and then sign his oath and let me know when they're notarized.
And they are executed and notarized, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Johnson, I have signed the order admitting the will to probate in both your mother's and your father's estates. Once Mr. Burbank has e-filed those documents that you signed with the county clerk. He'll be able to obtain your letters testamentary for you. You'll use those letters to show your authority to act on behalf of the estate and dealing with real estate title companies, financial institutions, insurance companies, whatever you need it for. Please make sure that you cooperate with Mr. Burbank in getting a listing of the assets of your parents' estate, because he has 90 days to file an inventory with the court. And I hope that everything goes well, and y'all let us know if you need anything.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor. May we be excused.
Please, we have a great rest of your week.
Thank you, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor.
All right, Lauren, if you'll raise your right hand, please. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in this cause shall be the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm going to hold up what purports to be the last will and testament of Linda Duncan. Do you recognize that as being her last will?
Yes, sir.
And I'm going to go to the signature page. Ask you if you recognize that as being her signature on that document.
Yes, sir.
And after the date she made this will on December 16th of 2004, did she ever revoke it or amend it?
No, sir.
Okay. Go right ahead, Mr. Andreessen.
Thank you, Your Honor. Lauren, you have had a chance to review the proof of death and other facts, which is your written testimony. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Is everything in that document true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Your Honor, that completes the witness's testimony. We have no other witnesses. We ask that the will be admitted to probate, that Lauren be appointed as the independent executor without bond, and that appraisers be waived.
All right, we'll take care of it. So Lauren, what you're going to do now is you're going to make arrangements to sign your proof of death and other facts and your oath before a notary public. Get those back to Mr. Andreessen. He'll e-file those with the county clerk. Once he does that, I'll sign the order appointing you as executrix of the estate, authorizing the clerk to issue letters. And you'll use those letters to deal with financial institutions, real estate, title companies, whatever the case may be. Just make sure that you cooperate with him in getting him a listing of the assets of the estate, because he has 90 days to file an inventory with the court, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, well, I hope everything goes well. Y'all have a great rest of your week, and let us know if there's anything you need help with.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Right. Are you Amanda Lynn Alfred? Allred?
Yes.
All right, and you are Mr. Lewis?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Allred, if you'll raise your right hand, please. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in this call shall be the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
Okay, I'm going to hold up what purports to be the last will and testament of Scott Allen Allred. Do you recognize this as being his will?
Yes.
I'm going to go back to the signature page and ask you if you recognize that as being his signature on that document.
Yes, it is.
And after the date that he made this will on June 20th of 2008, did he ever revoke it or amend it?
No, he did not.
Okay, and the obituary which I have, I do not have a death certificate, says that he was a resident of LaPorte, Texas, but the application says that he was a resident of Beaumont. Can you tell me?
Yes, the obituary actually states that his home was in Beaumont, Texas. So initially when him and my mom were together, they lived in LaPorte, but after the divorce, he had taken a job in Beaumont and his residence was in Beaumont. The obituary should state that at the top. And then I also have the official death certificate that I just sent over yesterday. It took Jefferson County a while to get it to me.
Very good. All right, go right ahead, Mr. Lewis.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, Andrew Lewis on behalf of the applicant Amanda Lynn Allred. And Amanda, Scott Allen Allred was your father, is that correct?
Yes, that is.
And the judge showed you his will, which was signed June 20th, 2008, is that correct?
Yes.
And at the time, your parents were married, is that correct?
Yes, they were.
And subsequent to his signing that will, they were divorced, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And as the judge asked you, that will was never revoked by your dad, is that correct?
Correct, yes.
Okay. And the will leaves everything to your mother, but since they were divorced, you understand under Texas law that it would then pass to you and your siblings since you're the next named in line as beneficiaries under the will, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. The will also names your mom to serve as independent executor, and that's followed by your grandfather, Gary Douglas Tinsley, her father, is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. And you understand that since they were divorced, neither of them will serve as a matter of law, and there were no other executors listed in the will, is that correct?
Oh, I'm so sorry. My computer just did something weird. Could you repeat the last question?
Yes. So you understand that after Sherry and Gary, there are no other executors named in the will, is that correct?
Yes.
But there does exist a necessity to administer this estate. This is that weird question I told you about where we do need to get you appointed so that you can deal with the assets of the estate. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And
okay, let me ask you this. Has Mr. Lewis provided you with a document called a proof of death and other facts?
I don't believe so. I'm not sure.
Okay, you've covered what I need you to cover, Mr. Lewis. If you'll just get her in and get her to sign her proof of death and other facts and her oath, get that notarized, e-file it with the county clerk, or file it regularly And then I'll sign the order probating the will and authorizing independent administration of the estate with will annexed, and authorizing the county clerk to issue Ms. Allred letters of administration. Ms. Allred, once you get those, it will empower you to deal with financial institutions, insurance companies, title companies, whatever you need. Please make sure that you cooperate with your attorney in getting him a listing of the assets of your father's estate, because he has 90 days to file an inventory with the court, okay?
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, I hope everything goes well, and y'all have a great rest of your week, and let us know if you need anything.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your staff has been wonderful to deal with. We appreciate it.
Yes, they are. They know that if they're not, I'll yell at them.
Thank you.
May we be excused, Your Honor?
All right, y'all take care.
Thank you, you too.
Now, I'm wondering if they can. Judge, can you hear us?
I can.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
He's reading the paperwork later. Does that stuff pop up? Okay. I know Precious a little bit. Grab your stamp. And tell Chris you got it, please. There's Ms. Anita Provo. Come on now. Morning, Anita.
Good morning.
How are you today?
I'm fine, and you?
Good, good. Judge is reading over our paperwork right now.
This is scary.
See, I can see Ms. Provo, but I can't see.
Well, let me get somebody to. Hey, Chris. Chris. He can see Anita. Judge, I have Ms. Bergeron to come try to. We see my name and Linda's names up there, but not sure. We don't see our. No, it's Linda Patterson. No, sorry.
What's the matter?
I see we can see Judge and Ms. Provo, but we can't see ourselves, and I don't think they can see us either.
Oh, yeah. Just your name.
There we go.
See you now.
Okay. Okay. This is Ms. Linda Graves, Your Honor.
Good morning, Ms. Graves.
Good morning.
Okay, do you have your disinterested witnesses there too?
I do, Your Honor. I have Ms. Patricia Smith and Ms. Danny Richardson.
Any
You need
chance to get them all in camera view?
I'm going to shift over towards Patricia.
And Laura Graves.
Okay, there we are, Judge. If
I'm
y'all
Danny
raise-
Richardson. Pat Smith.
If y'all will raise your right hand.
Aye.
Right hands, please. Do you and each of you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in this cause in the estate of Penny Michelle Graves shall be the true self you got?
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay, go right ahead, Mr. Dowdy.
Thank you, Judge. You are Linda S. Graves, is that true?
Yes.
Okay, and Ms. Graves, you're here today regarding the estate of your daughter, Penny Michelle Graves, is that true?
Yes.
And I understand that Penny passed away on or about August 8th, 2019, is that true?
Yes.
And Penny did not have a last will and testament, is that true?
No.
You've looked in her papers that she had and don't find a last will and testament, is that true? Okay, and she never spoke with you about having a last will and testament
No,
prepared?
I don't think she was planning on leaving.
Okay, don't think she was planning on leaving. Okay, so she left you and her brother and her sister, is that true?
Yes.
Never married, is that true?
That's true.
No children, is
No
that true?
children.
And her father predeceased her, is
Yes.
that true? Okay, so have you had an opportunity to look over the proof of death and other facts that we're filing with the court today?
Not yet.
You haven't seen that yet?
No, I was listening to you.
No, you,
I was seeing it.
you've
Yes.
seen it.
Okay,
Okay,
yes.
and everything in that document's true and correct, is that right?
Yes.
Okay, and then here's your oath we talked about just a while ago. You promised Judge Brannick that you'll take care of the affairs of Penny's estate to the best of your ability, is that true?
Yes.
And you've got some help in this project,
Yes.
is that safe to say? Okay.
Yes.
And not just me, but some family help, is that right?
Yes.
Okay, so Judge, I'll pass the witness to Ms. Provo.
I have no questions of this witness.
Okay, Judge, then I'll call Ms. Smith and Ms. Richardson at once at the same time with your permission, Judge. Y'all are Ms. Smith and Ms. Richardson, is that right?
Yes.
And I understand, Ms. Smith, that you've known the family. Y'all are friends at church. You were friends at church. Did you sing in the choir maybe? No, I did not. Okay, one of you did. Anyway, with Penny, and you've known the family and Penny over 10 years, is that right?
Yeah, we went on a lot of little trips together too.
Okay,
Kenny
all right.
took us off.
And then Ms. Richardson, I understand you've known the family for over 20 years, is that true?
Yes.
And so have both of you had a chance to look over your statements of
Yes.
facts
Yes.
that we're filing
Yes.
with the court? Y'all aren't interested in the estate at all, is that true?
No.
And everything in our documents that we're gonna file today or that you're gonna sign are true and correct, is that right?
Yes.
Okay, Judge, I pass these witnesses to Ms. Provo.
I have no questions of these witnesses.
That's all.
Provo, I've read your report and the court takes judicial notice of it.
That's all we have, Judge, unless you need anything further.
No, just let me know. Go ahead and e-file those and I'll sign the orders, the judgment declaring heirship and the order authorizing independent administration of the estate.
Thank you, Judge, so much. We appreciate it.
All right, y'all have a great one.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Okay, we're through. Did I tell you it'd be easy? I wasn't gonna lie to you. And if you'll sign your oath, Linda S. Gray.
She'll do that.
Good morning, Mr. Adams.
Good morning, Judge.
All right, do you have the witnesses there with you or are they remote?
They are remote, Judge.
Okay. See Ms. Bruni. And it looks like your applicant is Dondre Guidry and the witnesses are Kenneth Richard and Darlene Mack.
Yes, sir.
We're trying to find them. If we don't know what the name of their device is, we have a hard time.
Hello. Call Darlene. Hello.
Okay, Ms. Hewlin, you're gonna need to enable video.
Okay. Enable it.
Yes.
How you do that, Dondre? Okay. How you enable it? Take this off.
So,
Darlene. Yeah.
yes, sir.
Okay. Did I do it?
Yes, sir.
Take it off the speaker. Did it do it, sir?
Yes, I see you.
Okay. Tell Darlene to get on.
Okay, I've got somebody with Members Trust Company there that, you were supposed to be in on an earlier hearing. That hearing's already been taken care of, Ms. Kidd.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, who's Mr. Kidd?
I'm right here. I'm barely hearing you.
Okay, Peter Sims, what hearing are you here for?
I was with Members Trust Company, which sounds like has been taken care of.
That's been disposed of. You may excuse yourself.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm looking for Kenneth Richard.
Okay, Darlene Phillips is on there. She says she can see you, but she can't hear you.
Okay, I have a Galaxy S8 that says it's connecting to audio.
Darlene, is yours a Galaxy X8?
Mr. Strahan, what
Yes.
are you here for?
I'm sorry, sir. What did you say?
I'm not talking to you. Mr. Strahan, what are you? Okay, he's gone. Okay, Ms. Hewlin, if you'll raise your right hand, please.
Yes, sir.
You solemnly or affirm the testimony you're about to give in this call should be the truth, so help you God.
Yes.
Well, Judge, the applicant is not Mrs. Hewlin anymore. It's DeAndre.
Dondre Raynard Guidry.
Yes, down.
Okay, if you'll raise your right hand, Mr. Guidry. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in this call should be the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead and question this witness.
All right, Mr. Guidry, how you doing? I'm all right.
All right. You are the applicant in this case, and the deceased Donald Ray Guidry is your biological father. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And you did not have any other brothers or sisters. You're his only child. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, as it relates to who we originally filed as the applicant in this case, being Mrs. Hewlin, is that your biological mother?
Yes, sir.
But your biological mother and father were never legally married. Is that right?
Correct.
They were not married legally.
No, sir.
Right. And there is no, based upon our report from our attorney ad litem, Catherine Bruni, there's not even a common law marriage. You are the only heir of your father. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And are you asking the court to approve the application to determine heirship and appoint you heir of Mr. Guidry, and also give you letters of testamentary, not letters of administration, independent administration?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And are all of the documents in the application to determine heirship, which is the second amended application to determine heirship, and the amended application for independent administration, true and correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. Pass the witness.
I don't have any questions, Judge.
Okay. You are Darlene Mack?
Yes, sir.
Okay, if you'll raise your right hand, please. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in this call should be the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Go right ahead, Mr. Adams.
All right, Ms. Mack, how long have you known the deceased Donald Ray Guidry?
I've known him since approximately about 1987 or so.
Right. And you are aware that his only child is DeAndre Renard Guidry?
Yes, sir.
And you do understand that he and Mrs. Jennifer Hewlin were never legally married. Did you understand that?
Yes, sir.
And are you asking this court, based upon your knowledge of the history of this family, to appoint the son, DeAndre Guidry, with letters of administration, and he is the only heir of the deceased? Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Pass the witness.
Any questions?
I don't have any questions.
Okay, what about Mr. Richard? Kenneth Richard, do y'all know where he is or what kind of device he's on?
No, he has I forgot, a Galaxy phone. I don't know where he went, because he was on here. I'm texting him now, trying to see where he at, because he's at work as well.
Okay, Ms. Hewlin, Do you agree with the judgment declaring heirship in this case?
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay. All right. So we cannot find Mr. Richard, Mr. Adams, so I'll let you get in touch with him. I'm going to go to my next hearing, and if you can get him, we'll bring you back on. And if you can't find him, then let me know and I'll reschedule you whenever it's convenient for you.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. I can do that.
Okay, we'll be here. You can call us if you need us.
Okay. Well, so we're gonna have to get Mr. Hewlin back on some kind of way. He disappeared. Mr. Hewlin.
Richard, he's not on here anywhere. He's not showing up on our computer screen as being dialed in.
Okay.
I don't mean dialed in, I mean linked in.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So if you can find him, we'll link him in.
Okay.
Okay then.
Thank you.
Y'all take care now.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
We're gonna go on to that guardianship.
All right. Thank you, Darlene. Let me see if I can try to
Okay.
get Mr. Kendall because he's at.
Okay.
I don't know how long the employee benefits pool meeting's gonna last. If it lasts till 11:30, 11:40, I'm gonna have to go straight to bank board meeting. We may be finished by about 2.
You're so slow. I'm just trying to read.
One more. Good morning, Ms.
Good morning,
How are
Judge.
ya?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, there's Mr. Hines.
Hello, I'm Dr. Pitts.
Good morning, Dr. Pitts. All right, if I could get everyone to raise their right hands, please. Do you and each of you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in this call should be the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Yes.
Okay, and let the record reflect that I have sworn in Dr. Pitts as well as the applicants, Chris Wolf and Donna Sue Wolf, as well as the proposed ward, Nicholas Hunter Wolf. All right, thank you. You may proceed, Mr. Hines.
Your Honor, just so we could not keep Dr. Pitts any longer than we need to, do you mind if we talk to her first?
Please go right ahead.
Okay. Dr. Pitts, I represent Donna and Chris Wolf. They're Nicholas's parents in this matter. They're seeking to be appointed as co-guardians for Nicholas.
Yes, sir.
I know that you prepared at their request a few physician certificates of examination concerning Nicholas that we filed in this case.
Yes.
Okay. And the most recent physician certificate I was going to look at, there's a couple of matters that weren't checked off on there. And so I know that the court had some questions about those. So I was going to talk to you. Let me just ask you a few questions so we can speed it up. How long have you been, are you Nicholas's primary care physician?
Yes, sir.
And how long have you been his physician?
Approximately what, 12 years or so, if not more.
Okay, so yeah, since he was a minor, for sure.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and can you describe to the court what his mental conditions or illnesses consist of?
Currently, he is very confused and having a lot of hallucinations, is dependent on substances, multiple of which his parents and I are really not even sure. And he's obviously had also depression, anxiety, which we've treated over the years as well.
And does he also have, I'm looking at the report, does he also have bipolar disorder?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And so the report says